Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maya Mandela. And in today's video, we're going to talk about dating in Atlanta. I got inspired to do this video because one of Toni Gaskins' videos popped up when I was on the way home, and it was something that I had been thinking about too, being a single woman out here. And I live in Atlanta, Georgia, so I kind of date a little bit on the, I try to. I consider myself to be single, and I do date, not as much as I should, but I do. So anyway, his video was basically saying that unfortunately, to have more options when dating, it's superficial things that you would have to change about yourself. Now, I understand exactly where he is coming from. He speaks in a way that is very... He speaks very truthful. I like his point of view, along with R.C Blakes as well. I like both of their point of views, but it is unfortunate that it's certain things that you kind of have to change about yourself depending on certain things in life, I guess. It's unfortunate because he was basically saying, hey, if you're a woman or a man and you want to have more options, basically lose 20 pounds. If you want more options, get your teeth done, or, I don't know, dress better, make more money. And these things are true. But I think the frustrating part about it is, okay, so my experience dating here in Atlanta, I have experienced a lot of shallow things. And I think because so many women feel like they have to be so perfect these days, not even these days, it's nothing new, but so many women are getting a lot of things done cosmetically to look a certain way. Maybe it's because of their own insecurities, or maybe it's because they want to have more options with when it comes to men. I don't know. Has nothing to do with me. Either way, I think that when men are dating women these days, a lot of women are showing up on 10, like skin, hair, body, done, everything on point. Lacking character a lot of times. However, they are cosmetically on point to a T. So since I've been dating here the last few years, I was supposed to get engaged a few years ago, and I didn't end up getting engaged. So a year later, I started kind of dating. And what I've noticed was it's like I can't show up and just be myself anymore. It's like I get critiqued. Or if they don't blatantly come out and critique something, they'll kind of throw a little comment in there, I was dating one guy a couple of years back, and every time I showed up to his house, he was critiquing what I wore, how I wore my hair. I would switch my hair up, and he's like, oh, just wear your hair in a ponytail, or just wear this, and why are you wearing that? And you should wear those shoes with that, and you should wear those pants with that. It just became a bit too much, to where we only argued when he was suggesting what he felt like I should wear on a date with him. And he was basically saying like, yeah, because, when I show up into the world, I got to look a certain way. I got a certain reputation and all this type of stuff. It's not like I ever showed up looking bad. It just obviously wasn't to his standard. And that's fine, because I don't want to have to leave the house with a face full of makeup, 20-inch weave, red bottoms, purses, and clothes. Like, I don't want to have to do that. So if you need that, we are definitely not a good fit for each other. And that was just that. And I eventually was like, you know what? Yeah, this isn't going to work for me. And even now, that was 2 years ago. And even now, I recently went out on a date, and this actually wasn't a date. I showed up to this place, and I was the guy I was seeing. I wanted him to drop me off at the park because he stays down the street from Piedmont. I was like, you know what? I'm going to park at your house, and then I'm just going to, I want you to drop me off at Piedmont because I know there's not going to be any parking. And when I showed up to his lobby, I had a bucket hat on. Now, this is summertime. Like, this was a couple of weeks ago. I did have a bucket hat on, and I had a cute little summer type of top and biking shorts. Like, I wasn't looking a mess at all. And he made a comment about my hat. And there was someone he was speaking to in the lobby, and he kind of I felt as though he was a little embarrassed that I showed up in a bucket hat. It's the summertime and I'm going to the park. Excuse me for wearing a freaking bucket hat. And so, I noticed his reaction when I was in the lobby. I was like, oh, okay, that's weird. And then he actually did make a comment about me wearing the bucket hat in the car. And so I didn't bring it up because I didn't want to seem petty. But I was just thinking, well, dude, when we had a date a couple of weeks ago, you showed up with red crushed velvet shoes. And I didn't tell you that it was the wrong season for those. I could have, but I didn't. It's a lot of things that we could critique men on and we don't, but they do critique us. And I get a lot of critiques these days, like about certain things that I wear. Now, don't get me wrong. Dating here, not just here in Atlanta, that's really shallow. I feel like dating in a lot of places are shallow because that's just the times that we're living in. Everybody feels the need to be so perfect, so done up and so perfect. And reality check, you will never be perfect. There's always going to be something else that's trending, some new skin injection, ass, boobs, injection, hair. Like, it's always going to be something. Okay, something that you feel like is imperfect about you. So the moral of the story is just show up and be you. If you put on something and you felt like it looked good and you looked in the mirror and you thought that you were beautiful and you thought that you were attractive and you were feeling good, show up like that. Those people that don't like you for those things or have a reason to critique what you're wearing or make comments about what you're wearing, they don't belong in your life anyway. It's not a good match. You don't have to make something be a match that isn't. I had a friend who the guy was saying he stopped dating a girl because she wore her natural hair, because she wore afros and she wore natural hair all the time. It's like, just show up and be yourself. If you want to wear a long wig, wear a long wig. If you want to wear a natural afro pups or whatever, you want to fade your hair out, do what you want to do, show up. Because when you show up being yourself, being your authentic self, doing what you feel and what you like and you're feeling good within you, you're going to attract those people. You're going to attract those people that like you for who you are. What's happening is a lot of people are showing up not as their authentic selves. You're showing up as someone else, and you're faking, and you're putting on this facade, and you're trying to be something that you see on social media. So you're going to keep attracting what's on the exterior and not what's on the interior. So just show up, be yourself, and it's not all bad here dating in Atlanta, to be honest. I think it's certain crowds, it's certain people that when you're on those crowds and you're in those atmosphere, you will, if you're, this obviously doesn't apply to everybody, but if you're the type of person that you go out to nightclubs at night, you'll probably more than likely get that type of shallow ass crowd, okay? Probably, more than likely. But there are so many different groups of people here with different interests and different circles and different mindsets. And you just have to find those people. And in order to find those people, you have to show up authentically and be you and be genuine. And so, like I said, dating in Atlanta hasn't been the worst. I have met pretty good guys, like really good guys. And sometimes besides the shallow aspect, it just wasn't a good fit for whatever reason. But other than that, there are good women out here. There are good men. You just have to get in those circles and kind of start attracting the type of people who you are internally and not externally. Basically, come out here, find your people, get with your groups and those things that you like to do and those hobbies that you like to do. Like, for instance, those guys that were shallow guys, all they like to do was go to the nightclub. Like, I'm not a big clubber. I don't like to go to lounges a lot. It's every now and then I do. It's rare though. I'm more of a daytime outdoors person. I love to do outdoor things, and I'm more of a homebody. And so when I would go to those nightclub places, I'm seeing guys that are that's what they like to do. They like to go and hang out and be at clubs and do those type of things. And so we're not compatible there anyway. And so late at night, you're going to see more of the woman that looks amazing at night. And she is done up here in Atlanta, like from head to toe, body, face, hair, nails. I mean, just everything perfect, everything looking great. And so, yeah, so you just have to really got to come out here and find your people, find your circle, and just show up as your authentic, genuine self, and you will find your people. Just show up as yourself, and you'll do fine dating out here. It's a lot of good men, a lot of good women, like I said, and yeah, that's about it. That's all I want to touch on. And that Toni Gaskins video, I will put a link in the description. It is unfortunate. What he's saying is true, and he comes from a good place, but it is unfortunate that everything is so shallow these days, unfortunately. And I don't really have a lot of people who understand what I'm saying when it comes to showing up authentically that's in my circle, because they have already subscribed to the dysfunctional behaviors that are in our community, unfortunately. Not even just in the Black community, just in general with this generation and the times that we're in. They've already subscribed to those dysfunctional things and dysfunctional habits. So yeah, it's good to come on here, and somebody I'm sure has had the same experiences. Put your comments below what it's like for you to date in Atlanta, and make sure you like and subscribe to this channel, and leave a comment and let me know what it's been like for you dating in Atlanta. Has it been good? Has it been bad? And maybe we can do we'll do a video discussing a man's point of view on what he's experienced. I've heard bad things about men dating here in Atlanta as well. So yeah, we can do what do you call, like a Zoom video? Let me know if you want to do that. Leave a comment below, and I will see you on the next video. My name is Maya Mandela, and bye-bye.